Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. German midfielder sparks transfer tussle between Manchester duo, and United face bad news ahead of Liverpool clash. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Manchester United gear up to rival Manchester City in pursuit of German midfield star. Manchester United's quest to bolster their midfield is making waves across the footballing world. With Casemiro's influence on the wane and Manuel Ugarte struggling to adapt to Ruben Amorim's system, the Red Devils are in dire need of a top-class defensive midfielder. They've already initiated contact regarding Bayern Munich's Alexander Pavlovic. Manchester City are also in the race, with Pavlovic topping their list as a potential replacement for Rodri. However, Bayern Munich have no intention of letting him go mid-season, meaning any move is likely to be delayed until the summer of 2026. United have sent scouts to observe Pavlovic in action for Germany against Northern Ireland, signaling serious intent ahead of the January 2026 transfer window, though a deal seems unlikely given his contract runs until 2029 and a reported £48 million price tag. Pavlovic is a top priority due to his ability to close down spaces, precise passing, and tenacious approach. A product of Bayern's academy, Pavlovic has shone brightly this season under Vincent Kompany. Bayern legend Thomas Müller has also sung his praises, lauding his physicality and mature vision on the pitch. Manchester United's bad news ahead of Liverpool clash. Manchester United are gearing up for a pivotal Premier League clash on matchweek 8, as they travel to Anfield for the highly anticipated Northwest derby against Liverpool. This fixture poses a significant test for Ruben Amorim's squad, who have struggled to find consistency this season. However, their preparations have been hampered by the absence of key players during training sessions at Carrington, raising concerns about the team's fitness ahead of the trip to Merseyside. With the weight of this historic rivalry bearing down, United's resolve will be tested in one of the season's defining moments. Ruben Amorim, the Portuguese manager newly at the helm of United, faces a challenging situation with a packed schedule and the intense pressure of facing their arch-rivals. His focus on tactical development and player fitness is crucial, particularly against a Liverpool side renowned for their high-octane style of play. The absence of several first-team players from Thursday's training session has forced Amorim to lean on academy prospects to maintain squad balance. This reliance on youth could either spark a breakthrough or expose vulnerabilities in a high-stakes encounter. United are desperate to put in a strong showing at Anfield, but they face significant hurdles with fitness and squad depth. With some senior players still recovering or just returning from international duty, Amorim must carefully craft his strategy. This situation also opens the door for young academy talents to shine on one of football's biggest stages. The opportunity for these youngsters to step up could define their careers and provide a silver lining amidst the injury crisis. The bad news centers around the absence of Nasser Mazraoui from Thursday's training at Carrington. Mazraoui, who last featured in United's victory over Chelsea in September, is still battling to recover from an unspecified injury. Amorim previously indicated that the Moroccan defender was unlikely to return before the international break, though there was hope he might be available for Liverpool following recent medical assessments. His continued absence leaves a significant gap in United's defensive structure, potentially forcing tactical adjustments against a formidable opponent. Meanwhile, Lisandro Martinez remains sidelined due to an anterior cruciate ligament injury sustained against Crystal Palace in February. The Argentine defender has shown positive progress in his recovery and is expected to resume full training next week. There's a chance Martinez could return for matches against Brighton on the 25th of October or Nottingham Forest on the 1st of November, but the Liverpool clash appears too soon for him. His absence deprives United of a tenacious defender whose presence could have bolstered their backline against Liverpool's relentless attack. Team captain Bruno Fernandes also missed Thursday's session, though this was not injury-related. The Portuguese midfielder was given a day off after international duty with Portugal, where he played over an hour in a draw against Hungary. Fernandes is expected to be fit and available for selection at Anfield, though Amorim will need to monitor the condition of players returning from international commitments. His leadership and creativity will be vital to United's hopes of securing a positive result in this fiercely contested derby. Further compounding United's injury concerns is young defender Aiden Heaven, who suffered a knock while playing for England under-20 last week. Heaven was forced off in the first half during a match against Switzerland after a collision. This injury further complicates Amorim's plans, as he navigates a squad with limited depth for one of the season's most critical fixtures. The loss of Heaven reduces United's defensive options, placing additional pressure on the remaining squad members to step up. Despite these challenges, Amorim remains committed to nurturing young talent. The inclusion of several academy players in first-team training highlights his long-term vision for building the squad. With the Liverpool match looming, this forced rotation could provide a golden opportunity for United's youngsters to prove themselves, while testing Amorim's ability to handle the pressure of the Northwest Derby's grand stage. The Portuguese manager's ability to blend youth with experience could shape United's fortunes in this crucial encounter and beyond. Napoli set sights on Manchester United's young star. Napoli, the reigning Serie A champions, are gearing up for a busy January transfer window as they aim to bolster their midfield ranks. Under the stewardship of manager Antonio Conte, the Neapolitan club has identified Manchester United's prodigious talent Kobbie Mainoo as a prime target. The 20-year-old midfielder has caught the eye with his composed performances, but securing his signature promises to be a challenging endeavour. The motivation behind Napoli's pursuit of a new midfielder stems from the impending departure of Frank Anguissa, who will represent Cameroon at the Africa Cup of Nations. His absence is likely to leave a void in the heart of Napoli's squad, particularly during a congested fixture list in the coming months. To maintain their competitive edge, Conte is keen to bring in quality reinforcements to ensure the team remains on course for success. Mainoo, a product of Manchester United's famed academy, has emerged as one of the Premier League's brightest young talents. His ability to dictate play, combined with his maturity beyond his years, has made him a standout performer for the Red Devils. Napoli see him as an ideal fit for their system, particularly as he could reunite with former United teammates Scott McTominay and Rasmus Højlund, both of whom now ply their trade in Naples. However, the path to securing Mainoo's services is fraught with obstacles. Manchester United are reportedly reluctant to let their starlet leave, particularly on a loan deal with an option to buy, which is Napoli's preferred structure. The Premier League giants value Mainoo highly, with a price tag in the region of 40 to 50 million euros, a figure that Napoli are hesitant to meet given their cautious approach to spending in the transfer market. For his part, Mainoo is said to be open to the idea of a move to Serie A. The prospect of donning Napoli's iconic Azzurri blue and playing under Conte's tutelage is reportedly appealing to the young midfielder. A switch to Italy could offer him regular first-team football and the chance to develop in a new footballing culture, alongside familiar faces in McTominay and Højlund. Napoli's interest in Mainoo reflects their broader strategy of investing in young, high-potential players who can grow with the club. Conte, known for his meticulous approach to squad building, believes Mainoo's versatility and composure could add a new dimension to his midfield. The Italian tactician is eager to maintain Napoli's momentum in Serie A and Europe, where they continue to compete on multiple fronts. Despite their ambition, Napoli's financial constraints could prove a sticking point. The club's reluctance to splash out on a permanent deal for Mainoo may force them to explore alternative targets if negotiations with Manchester United stall. Other midfielders across Europe are likely on Conte's radar, as Napoli aim to balance quality with affordability in their recruitment drive. Manchester United, meanwhile, view Mainoo as a cornerstone of their future plans. The club's hierarchy is wary of letting go of a player who has already shown immense promise at such a young age. With Ruben Amorim or any potential successor looking to rebuild the squad, retaining homegrown talents like Mainoo is a priority, especially amidst the club's ongoing challenges in the Premier League. As the January window approaches, Napoli will need to weigh their options carefully. Whether they can strike a deal for Mainoo or pivot to another target remains to be seen, but Conte's determination to strengthen his squad is clear. For now, the Neapolitan faithful will be hoping their club can pull off a coup and bring the talented Englishman to the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.